So much for easing into the new year. It's been about a week since the Trump administration greenlit a stunning Caracas raid that captured Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro and his wife and brought them to New York City to face federal drug trafficking and weapons charges. It was an operation in scope and execution that only the United States military could have pulled off, and few are lamenting the demise of a dictator who drove millions of Venezuelans into poverty, spurred a refugee crisis larger than the Syrian civil war, and stole an election. But even a week later, there are more questions than answers about what comes next. How exactly will the United States run, as Trump says, a country of some 30 million people? Will acting President Delcy Rodriguez, a longtime Maduro ally, actually do as the White House tells her? And will Venezuela's powerful military accept such an arrangement? How quickly could all of this devolve into instability? None of that is clear. But here's what is clear. This was a big win for Donald J. Trump, a president who has struggled domestically, stymied by a sluggish economy, persistent inflation, and record low popularity, has thrown his weight around internationally. What's more, Trump was able to get rid of Maduro without having to engage in large-scale strikes against Venezuela's military and drug cartels, without losing a single American troop. President Trump has shown the region and the world who's boss.
Under our new national security strategy, American dominance in the Western Hemisphere will never be questioned again. Won't happen.
This is not complicated. President Trump is saying he has the biggest stick, so he gets to do what he wants. If you're a leader that he doesn't like, you best watch your back, at least unless you're China or another really powerful country. Welcome to the law of the jungle. That message is being heard loud and clear in halls of power in Bogota, in Havana, in Mexico City, heck, even in Copenhagen, where they can see Greenland from their houses. But here's the thing about the law of the jungle. What applies to your enemies one day can apply to you the next. That's what happens when you dismantle a global order that has more or less maintained the peace for the last 80 years. Make no mistake, this is where the world is heading, and the United States is leading the way.